before. Okay, can I just, I always like you to learn from previous students' mistakes. I think that's actually very powerful, to learn from your mistakes. What does this look like? You're in stats, right? And you've seen tables. What have you just done with tables? Weighted mean, mad. Right? You're going to do your thing. Read. What is this asking? Right? Percentile rank, it's not mad. Okay, that's not weighted mean. It's not weighted mean, so please don't go ahead and just multiply, add, and divide. It's not going to work for you, okay? I wish I could just give you cookie cutters approaches. I can't do that. I have to make you think outside the box. So it says Donette bought herself size 7.5 gloves. What is the percentile rank of her hand size? Let's do this. We're going to do percentile rank here. But we're first going to find B and N. Okay? Okay, let's see how awake you are. 7.5 is the size, correct? So that puts us here. What does B ask for? The number of pairs that would be smaller, right? So how many number of pairs have been sold that have a size less than 7.5? Would you say 10 and 25, like 25 pairs? Right? No, not 2. It's actually 25, Adam. Why are you doing this, Direction? You're just messing everything up, right? Because what does this actually tell us? This is like the number of pairs. There is 10 6.5s in our big list, okay? And there are 25 size 7s that were sold. So in this case, you do add them up. Does that make sense? I apologize, but soon you don't have to put up with my nonsense anymore. I kept on saying, don't add, don't add, don't add. But if it's a table, you do add. Okay. Just read carefully, because this is, imagine a giant number of data where you have 10 6.5s, 6.5, 6.5, 6.5, 6, right? You would count them, you would count 10, right? And you would keep counting, there'd be 25 7s. You count, right? So in total, if you did the math, you'd come up with 35 sizes, pairs that are less than that. What's my total? All of this combined. So let's add up all of this. 63, I gotta go to my key here. I count 153. No, I'm not counting, I'm copying 153 for my key here. So that's 153. So this is 35 over 153 times 100 times a hundo. It's 22.87 something. You can't have that. I round up. 23rd. Is that right? Did I get it right this time? Okay. You love just finding mistakes, right? I would love that too. And I actually appreciate that if you'd say something. Okay. The next one, size 9. What's our time? I said 5 minutes. 4:19. Okay. Size 9. Just do this again. What the 153 we already know it's going to be our total. We just have to figure out how many pairs are smaller than 9. 9 is way over here. So you either add up all of these here again. I'm just going to take the 153 minus 8, right? If we go 153 minus 8, then we're left with all of these ones, and that is 145. Just try to be smart, try to be efficient. That's 94.77 something. We're going to go 95th. Got it? Can I ask you, let's see, before we close this, and then you're going to work, because I have some good pages back there. What's the mode of the sizes? Which one is the size that has been sold the most? 7.5, right? 7.5, there's 57 pairs of 7.5 that have been sold. Totally see them asking you something like that. There's like, just out of nowhere, what's the mode? You're like, what? I'm doing percentile rank. But you can answer the mode on this one, okay? Could they do a weighted mean out of this one? They could. I might even do that on the test. I might just, and you're gonna see this one and say, oh, I remember that one, it's percentile rank. Like, no, read carefully. I could ask you what's the average number of pairs like that have been sold. Okay, I could ask you that. So just read carefully. It could be weighted mean, but they were talking percentile rank, so we knew where we were at, right? And make sure you add the values in this case, okay? I'm gonna stop here. If you could work, I'm just gonna give you a bunch of pages. 64 to 65. Can you see this or no? Oh, you can't, sorry. I'm gonna say 64 to 65. And then at the back, I have some old exam questions, things that, it starts at 83, okay? Is that the old exam question in there? Hold on. Old exam question. Oh, it starts on page 79, actually. Yeah, 79, I'm gonna say to 82. Please work. Sure, if you want to listen to music, that's fine.